Today we're going to show you how to install an H2 Series ionizer with a double spouted Undersink faucet. This is for folks who want to put the ionizer under their counter and maybe save some counter space. We have a double spouted faucet we've designed to deliver both the alkaline and acidic waters so you can get them both above your sink. To do this installation, we're going to use the accessories that come with the faucet and not the ionizer. Those are going to be an angle stop. This will bring the water from the cold water line under the sink to the ionizer. The top spout adapter, this is going to go on the top of the ionizer and deliver the alkaline water to the faucet. And a 90-degree elbow adapter. This is going to deliver the acidic water. We'll show you the steps in installation. The next step is going to be connecting the cold water using this angle stop adapter. This angle stop adapter is adjustable from 1/2 inch to 3/8 to fit most size plumbing here in the United States. In this installation, it's going to be 3/8. This assembly here is called an angle stop, and why we need to use an angle stop adapter to get the water to our ionizer. First thing is we always want to make sure that we shut the water off so we're not taking a shower. You may need some tools, but I pre-loosen these for the ease of the video. This is just a simple threaded fitting that will come undone. This is the cold water line. You can identify this by turning on your faucet when the water is still on cold only. When you shut this off, if it shuts off the cold water, we know we've got the right one turned off. Now these fittings have O-rings inside and shouldn't require any Teflon tape, but if you have a little leak, a couple wraps wouldn't hurt. They'll simply thread on. Make sure we get them snug, and then we're going to reconnect the cold water line. Make sure that this valve that turns the water on and off is in line with the water line, and that has it shut off here. We can then turn back on the cold water and check it at the tap above. To install the faucet in the countertop, the first thing we're going to need to do is find a hole. The hole that it's going to need to be is 1 3/8 to 1.5 inches. The standard size for a pull-out sprayer or a soap dispenser works perfectly. If not, a professional could easily help you find a solution for this. Now the faucet's going to go into the hole, but first there's some accessories. When we first get it, they'll be threaded onto the shaft here. Go ahead and remove those. The accessories are the trim ring, the large rubber washer, a large metal washer, and a large hex nut. The trim ring and a large black rubber washer are going to need to be onto the shaft of the faucet like so before we place it in the hole. The tubing will just go right through, and the faucet will sit on top of the black rubber washer, and the trim ring will secure it tightly. Next, we're going to want to put the washer and the large hex nut over the tubes and slide them up to the threaded shaft on the faucet. There's a lot of turns here, depending on how thick your countertop is, but we're going to thread this up until it's hand tight. Once we have this hand tight, but not tightened all the way down, we're going to want to adjust the faucet to make sure that the spouts are aimed where we want, that it's going to be easy to use, and a great way to permanently tighten this down. At that point, we're going to want to tighten this up as best we can. Might help to have somebody hold the faucet so it doesn't move, and tighten it down into its permanent position. Now that the faucet's installed, we're going to want to connect the blue cold water line to the angle stop adapter. This is a quick connect fitting, also known as a push fitting. We're going to put it in, hold the fitting, give it a good firm push, give it a little tug to make sure it's secure. Now that the blue line is connected to the angle stop adapter, I'm going to show you how to install these 3 tubes. The clear one is going to go to our alkaline water, the green is going to go to our tap water in, and the red is going to be our acidic line. We're going to install these 3 tubes to the ionizer using a couple of adapters. The first one we're going to want to install, we're going to need this 90-degree elbow. This is going to be for the acidic line on the bottom of the ionizer. When we turn the ionizer over, we're going to see the acidic spout with a red plug. Go ahead and pull that off. When you look at the fitting, you're going to see a 1/4 inch and a 5/16. The 5/16, the larger end, is going to slide over the acidic elbow. Again, this is a quick connect, so a push fitting. Give it a good push, little tug to make sure it's secure, and we're great. This is going to be where our red acidic tubing is. Push it in, give it a little tug, and lean it out of the way. Next, connect the green line to the tap water in on your ionizer. This is what's going to supply your ionizer with water. Give it a push, give it a tug, it's connected. The final step in connecting the ionizer is going to be connecting the alkaline top spout. To do this, we're going to remove this plug. Next, we're going to install the alkaline top spout adapter so we can connect the alkaline water. This will thread in to the top spout of the ionizer. It's a little stiff because the O-rings in there are nice and tight to make sure we get a great seal. Once it's threaded all the way in, we're going to connect the clear 1/4 inch tube. This is going to deliver alkaline water from the ionizer to the faucet. Again, good push, little tug, everything is now hooked up. Now that all the tubing to the Undersink kit is connected to the ionizer and to our cold water, the next thing we're going to want to do is plug the plug into the electrical outlet and then turn on the main valve at the bottom. We're going to go counterclockwise to leave this in the on position. Don't be alarmed if we don't see lights. These ionizers will not turn on until they have water flowing through them. Now that we have everything hooked up, we want to make sure that we're turning the water on to the blue supply line that feeds the ionizer. When this handle is in line with the tubing that runs up to the sink, this line is shut off. To turn that on, we simply turn the handle so that it's pointing the same direction as the blue line, and we're now supplying water to the ionizer. Now that everything's turned on, plugged into the wall, and connected, we're ready to use the faucet to run water through our ionizer. The first time we use it, the water's going to come out and it might look a little funny, a little bit gray or discolored. We want to run it for a few minutes to flush out the filters, just until the water runs clear, and then we're ready to begin using our ionizer.